Greetings nerds and virgins, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be going through which country produces the best fighters in the UFC. But before we start, can you like and subscribe? I'm getting views, but I want some subscribers as well since I'm building a community here. So please subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo! Hop on the shadow train. But yeah, so first of all we need to see which country in the UFC has the most championships. America comes in first with 58 UFC champions. Brazil comes in at number 2 producing 20 UFC champions. Then Russia comes in third with 3 UFC champions. Then we got Poland, Mexico, Netherlands, Australia, Canada, Nigeria, and England comes in fourth, all having 2 UFC champions. So as you guys can see here, America clearly has produced the most UFC champions with a whopping 58 champions. That being said, a large majority of fighters signed in the UFC are American, so there are a lot more opportunities for America than a lot of other countries. Honestly, the fact Brazil has 20 UFC champions is surprising to me. Like, I know Brazil is famous for their long legacy in fighting, but still, judging off these numbers, Brazilians are built different. Now personally, I'm going to be judging which country breeds the best UFC fighters based on the top 5 fighters in every country. So it's clear to me the top 5 countries in the UFC right now are America, Brazil, Russia, England, and Australia/New Zealand. We're going to count them as one, since that's what all you Americans do anyways. The 5 best UFC fighters from America, by the way, I'm talking current UFC fighters that are signed. So the best 5 American fighters right now, we got John Jones, Colby Covington, Sugar Sean O'Malley, Sean Strickland, and finally Henry Cejudo. A really strong case for America right now, but let's do the top 5 for Brazil that are currently fighting. So we got Alex Pereira, Alexander Pantoja, Jose Aldo since he's back, Charles Oliveira, and RDA. Honestly, a very strong team for Brazil there. The next country we are gonna do is Russia, and they got Islam Makhachev, Peter Yan, Magomed Ankalaev, Movsar Evloev, and Umar Nurmagomedov. Right, looking good. Now the 4th country, we got England, and their top 5 fighters are Leon Edwards, Tom Aspinall, Arnold Allen, Muhammad Mokaev, and Paddy Pimblett. And finally we got Team Australia/New Zealand, and we got absolute machines such as Alexander Volkanovski, Israel Adesanya, Robert fucking Whittaker, Jack Della Maddalena, and Steve Urson. Now let me show you guys the lineups real quick. Now we're going to eliminate the countries one by one. So firstly we need 2 countries to face off, and we got Australia and New Zealand facing off with Russia. So Robert Whittaker absolutely killed Russia in 30 seconds when he destroyed Ikram Al-Askarov. Then you got Alexander Volkanovski, but we're not going to count the short notice fight, since if Islam took the fight on short notice versus Volk, the same exact shit would have happened to him. So let's look at the first fight. If you guys haven't already watched it, Volkanovski versus Islam won and scored it. Honestly, it could have been 49-46 Volk, but I had it 48-47 Volk. A lot of people had round 2 as a toss-up, but for me, round 4 was even more clear. A lot of people had round 2 as the toss-up round, but to me, round 4 was even more clear for Volk than round 2 was. Volk beat his ass on the feet and did more damage when Islam was on Volk's back, yet people want to give Islam that round for back control. Listen, my point is that the fight was another win for Australia. Other than robberies and short notice fights, I literally can't name a single time Russia beat Australia other than when Volkov beat Tuivasa and Islam beat Dan Hooker, but that's 2 times compared to about our 10 wins, so therefore I'm going to eliminate Russia from the list. We're now down to 4 countries: Australia, USA, Brazil, and England. Now the next process of elimination, I'm going to eliminate a country based off of which country has the worst fighter in their top 5, which I think we can all agree it's Paddy Pimblett in England. Therefore England is eliminated. It's now the final 3 between Australia/New Zealand, America, and Brazil. America and Brazil will now battle it out, and we're going to match each of these top 5 fighters up by their weights. So we got Alex Pereira versus John Jones, and I think although we all love Pereira, we can all agree Jones wins that fight, so that's 1-0 America. We then got RDA versus Sean Strickland. Since they both were welterweights before, and honestly Sean Strickland was a pretty dog shit welterweight, the dude lost to Ponzinibbio at welterweight, so if we're talking prime RDA versus prime Strickland at welterweight, I think RDA takes it. So it's now 1-1. Up next we'll do Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Pantoja, and I'm sure you guys already saw the footage. O'Malley knocked him clean out, so that's a clear 2-1 for America. Next up we got Prime Jose Aldo versus Prime Henry Cejudo. And Prime Aldo is literally the worst matchup possible for Cejudo because of his incredible takedown defense and his killer leg kicks, which Aldo was having success with against Cejudo. So if Aldo can do that, imagine what Aldo would do. It's now 2-2 and it all comes down to Colby Covington versus Charles Oliveira. Now these guys are a horrible matchup for each other since Charles Oliveira's jiu-jitsu with his heavy hands is what it takes to beat Colby, but Colby's wrestling and his high pace with his cardio is what it takes to beat Oliveira. So boys, I'm gonna call this one a draw, meaning USA and Brazil are both eliminated, leaving Australia/New Zealand left, making them the #1 country currently in the UFC. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo, hop on the shadow train. But yeah, I'll see you at the top.
You tried to break me, but you couldn't tear me apart. I've got a fire inside, gonna ignite and restart. I'm rising up higher than before. With every step I take, I'm closing in on the score.